Hi guys, this is Ryan, aka Sir Mitsalot at Mahalo Video Games, and this is an educational video on how to play through a season in Madden 2011 on the All Madden difficulty. For more videos in this series, visit mahalo.com/Madden11-franchise. And if you have any requests, send them over to requests at mahalo.com. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment on this video. Hey guys, and welcome to the fourth quarter of my game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you can see, I've got a nice 14-point lead going in the fourth quarter, but they are severely outgaining me in total yards. This is a very Tennessee Titans-ish game with the Titans not having very many yards, but still coming out on top. So right now I've got a fourth down, and I think I'm going to do a fake punt, do the run, because I've only got inches to go, and we'll see how this works out. This is a pretty big gamble right here because this is going to give them great field position if I don't get it. And I've got Hall, and oh my gosh, that's going to be close. I can't tell if they gave it to me or not. Oh, yes, they did. They did because it said 1st and 10. That's what it would say if Pittsburgh had stopped me anyway. So, so yeah, the gamble pays off, and Chris Johnson's still finding no room to run, and he's having a tough go of it. So I'm going to try again right here with this little kind of option run. You know what? No, I actually don't think that's going to be a good play. I've got Randy Moss on the outside going deep, but I've also got Kenny Britt. Oh, man. Man, yeah, I had both my receivers going deep, but Vince Young just overthrew Kenny Britt on the outside. So I'm going to try and set up a screen here on 3rd and 11. Screens can be a good way to pick up yards, but not this time. And at 4th and long, I don't think I'll be fake punting it again. I think I'm just going to give this back to the Steelers and try and see if I can't hold them, or at least make them burn a lot of this clock to get into the end zone if that's what they're going to do. So yeah, I completely whiff on the first one. That's me getting greedy, going for the hit stick again. Doing a double cover on the outside. Hines Ward could get open here. This is kind of risky, but they go to Mendenhall, and yeah, I mean, he just breaks through one tackle, and it takes 3 of my guys to bring him down. Of course, they tackle him forward for the extra yard. So let's see here. We've got a nice zone defense right here, but Roethlisberger has all the time in the world to load up and try and get it to Miller. And yeah, I mean, if he's gonna have that kind of time, eventually one of their guys is gonna run free. So as you can see, I'm audibling it to a cover 3 here to just try and keep a consistent defense, but they are just getting through. Ben Roethlisberger is tearing me apart with his accuracy, and I've got Randall L on the outside, and then Heath Miller going in motion right there, kind of balancing that out with 2 receivers on the left and a receiver and a tight end on the right. And they go deep. I've got Werner. Oh, man, that should have been a pick. It really should have been a pick. That could have iced the game right there. But I've got these. I've got my I had a cornerback blitz going on right there, but they had 3 wide receivers on that side, and that's just too many options. And, of course, Mendenhall breaks tackle after tackle and even injures one of my guys. So, Tolek being a little girl and not getting up off the field. I hope he's not one of the people that listens to this. I would hate to call him a little girl and have him trying to track me down. He's probably a pretty big guy if he's going to be playing middle linebacker in the NFL. But anyway, trying to hold on here in the red zone with the cover 2. The cover 2, I usually don't use this unless I'm real and tight here on the end zone like this, just because with only 2 guys deep, if they run a lot of deep routes, then you could find yourself in a unfortunate situation. But with it this tight, you know, they really can't. There's not really anywhere deep to go. So most of your guys who are covering underneath will help out with anything that's, like, you know, somewhat over the top. And well, I just, with that hit stick, that saved me there, keeping him from getting into the end zone. But they're in 4-down territory for sure with 2.5 minutes left to go. They've definitely got to go for it right here. And they're going to go with the fullback. And, yeah, he just falls forward. I kind of feel like if this was a... Oh, wow. Oh, man, I thought that they gave that to him, but they're going to give me the ball right there, and I'm surprised that Pittsburgh's not challenging that. And Chris Johnson, getting it out of the end zone, but getting closer to it. Let's try this one more time, see if we can't get around this edge. Bust it for a long... Oh, there we go. That's a gain. And I'm going to, spin move, and Chris Johnson is going to... Oh, man, the safety comes over. I thought that was going to be a 97-yard run. But Chris Johnson, I think he has more than 33 yards. I don't think they counted that last run. That might have been before that last run. But with under 2 minutes left, I'm gonna hand the ball off to Chris Johnson, try and pad his... Oh, nice. Oh, there was that hole up the middle. But again, with the magnet mechanics going on there, they just bounce off their block and onto my guy. So they're really trying to stack the box here. I'm gonna try and go over the top with Randy Moss. Oh, I got smashed there. I don't think Moss was free anyway. The freak. I think I'm gonna start calling him the freak, just like Gus Johnson. He gets really into it, and it sounds like fun. So we're gonna try that out. Pittsburgh calls a timeout after I ran it on 3rd and 6 and got stuffed for a 3-yard loss. So I'm definitely going to have to punt it here. But with time running out, I'm feeling more and more confident that my defense can stop them from scoring 2 touchdowns here. I'm going to try and get this out of bounds. And I'm going to be able to, let's see where it goes. The 12-yard line, not too bad, not too shabby. It's within the 20 for sure. So now at this point, it's kind of about damage control. It's like you let them have the underneath passes. You just don't want anything deep, and plays like that's perfect. Like I'll give up that underneath for 3 yards all day long at this point in the game, and especially when I'm going to injure one of their players. Obviously in real life you never hope for an injury, but with the computer players, they're not real people, so you can hope for all sorts of things that you wouldn't hope for in real life. That's really the beauty of video games in general, is you can do things that you would never do in real life. I mean, basically think that's the marketing strategy of Grand Theft Auto. So, but anyway, back to the game. We got a 3rd and 9, and they're gonna get that over the middle to Mendenhall. But they're running out of time here. They're about at a minute left, and they still need a score, an onside kick, and another score, and they've got no timeouts left. So the clock's still running. Trying to come around. Oh, they're gonna run this with Roethlisberger. That's fine with me because that's gonna keep that clock going. Unless he... Wow, okay. So Cortland Finnegan got injured by the quarterback. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't want to be him. And have to explain that to my teammates. Because especially then, they made me call a timeout, which basically gifted the Steelers a free timeout. So they're going to down the ball right there and stop the clock. Cortland Finnegan, apparently really injured by Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, I know they call him Big Ben, but, Jesus, the guy is a quarterback. He's not, a hard... Oh, wow, and Vincent Fuller really, really should have had that ball. That almost should have been a pick 6. A lot of drop balls in Madden. By the defense and by the offense, controlled by the human player. The computer doesn't drop it too often. Oh, and the hit stick pays off in spades right there as I'm going to come out with the ball. Nice. That's basically going to ice the game. And the CPU wants me to kneel it, but I'm not feeling very generous right now. I think I want some more yards for Chris Johnson. I'm going to try and get around this edge. If I can get a seal block, and there's a nice block, but I'm going to get stopped right there. I got 20 seconds left. I'm going to keep running it. I'm going to, you never know when you're going to bust one of these long, especially with a dynamic running back like Chris Johnson. And, I'll stuff it in the computer's face. I don't care. They get what they deserved. And the spin move works out there. Got 4 seconds left. I'm going to call a timeout. Sometimes I really kind of do wish I was doing this against a human, because it's not as fun when someone's not cursing you out for calling timeouts with no time left. So Chris Johnson just kind of padding stats as we're going to end the game right there with a nice 14-point lead. And the miraculous season continues with an undefeated season. And we really have Chris Johnson to thank for that, as he returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns in this game. So may not be making the Pro Bowl as a running back, but definitely going to be making it as a kick returner. So either way, he's going to be having a good season. So let's see here. Again, it's about the individual accolades. We don't care about the team so much. So, Vince Young with a nice completion percentage and player rating, and Chris Johnson with 106 yards. So yeah, topped the 100-yard mark. So that's nice. So guys, I hope you'll join me for week 3 as we continue this undefeated season. Thank you.